Live from the KMOV Broadcast Center in downtown St. Louis, this is News 4 at noon. Watching out for you.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to News 4 at noon. I'm Maurice Drummond in for Claire Kellett. Hey, let's take a live look outside right now, and you're going to see a look at the Clark Bridge over in Alton. This from our BJC Skycam network. Right now, as you can see, it's a cloudy day overhead and a bit cooler at this point. Let's check in with meteorologist Leah Hill for a look at how the final day of November is shaking,
You know, it feels more seasonal today, but it's hard to believe that tomorrow is the first day of December because it will not feel like winter at all. We have a warm up over the next couple of days, but first we have to get through this afternoon. It's still going to be nice when you step outside. We had the cold front which passed through. It was a very weak front. It did kick up some showers, you'll notice, out in Kansas and then out to our west, but here we are dry and high pressure is going to be the story over the next couple of days, and that's going to bring about some warmer conditions. For right now, though, we're seeing temperatures ranging anywhere from 54 degrees here in the metro to 57 in Farmington. A few spots still seeing some sunshine, but overall, the cloud cover will keep our temperatures just a touch cooler for the afternoon and cooler compared to yesterday. So here's the high temps that you can expect. 54 is about right for us here in St. Louis. We'll reach that and we'll stick with that temperature for the next couple of hours. 57 in Farmington, and again, just a touch warmer than our average but we have an even bigger warm up in store for us over the next couple of days. So I want to walk you through this because we're going to be bringing on the 70s. I'll show you which day to expect that in a second, but it doesn't last too long. I'm tracking another cold front to come through this week that'll cool our temperatures down to what's more normal for this time of year, and then very low chances for rain this week. So you'll want to stick around because especially you want to see when we're going to have that 70-degree day.
Okay, Leah, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you very much. Happening today, the St. Louis Board of Aldermen will talk about a bill that will try and prevent car break-ins like we saw a few weeks ago outside the Enterprise Center. Some of those safety measures include insurance, fencing, lighting, and security. Compared to last year, catalytic converter thefts are up 289% in St. Louis County. Car break-ins are up 10%. And while the number of stolen vehicles decreased slightly, there were still 117 stolen vehicles just last month alone.
In speaking with my colleagues, we've all made efforts to try to resolve these crimes or to come to some type of curtail with what's going on. I know for St. Louis County Police Department, we're redirecting our patrols. We're varying different locations. We're increasing manpower when necessary, and we're also patrolling with a lot of unmarked cars, trying to, again, to curtail this situation.
Police believe that recent thieves have been looking for weapons, and they also suggest that you don't leave your gun in the car. Gas prices are jumping to $5 a gallon nationwide. Well, it's certainly possible in the next couple of years if oil prices rise like investment company JP Morgan is predicting. Oil prices are currently around $75 a barrel right now. JP Morgan predicts that that number would jump to $125 next year and $150 a barrel in 2023, double what it is now. Typically, when oil prices go up, so do gas prices. News 4 is watching out for your wallet. We're starting today. Spire's natural gas rates go up. Spire's former rate was 37 cents a therm. Under its new filing, which starts today, the price goes up to 59 cents a therm. So how much will that cost you? Well, one of our producers pulled his bills from last winter and used an average of 100 therms of natural gas for heat between December and February. So that would mean that his bill would go up by about $22 each month. And that's only gas usage and doesn't include taxes or fees. Next week, we could get a clearer idea if local mask mandates are here to stay. Lawyers with St. Louis County and the Missouri Attorney General will meet with a judge. This is going to be on December 9th. The meeting had been set for this morning. They will try to sort out if a recent court ruling from mid-Missouri overrides St. Louis County's mask mandate. That ruling barred all local governments across Missouri from imposing COVID orders. The governor's office tells News 4 that ban on local COVID orders won't go into effect at least until next month. The CDC has expanded its vaccine guidance to recommend that all U.S. adults get a booster shot as concern over the new coronavirus variant known as Omicron continues to grow. Officials say it'll take a few more weeks before we know if the current vaccines protect against it. Naomi Ruckham reports from New York City, where officials are already preparing.
As concern grows over the new Omicron variant of the coronavirus, the CDC issued new guidance saying everyone ages 18 and older should get a booster 6 months after their initial Pfizer or Moderna series or 2 months after J&J.
This variant is a cause for concern, not a cause for panic.
President Biden warned Monday that Omicron will reach the U.S. The strain has been confirmed in at least 19 countries and territories since it was first reported in South Africa last week.
People don't realize we're more susceptible today in this country as a whole because of the number of people who are now 6, 7, or 8 months out who have not gotten their boosters.
The CEO of vaccine maker Moderna reportedly said the existing vaccines will be much less effective against Omicron, telling the Financial Times, quote, "All the scientists I've talked to are like, this is not going to be good." On CBS Mornings, NIH Director Dr. Francis Collins urged patience while we wait for answers.
The big question for most of us is, do the vaccines that have been put into a lot of people's arms, including mine, do they provide protection against this variant the way they have with Alpha and Beta and Gamma and Delta? And we won't know that for another couple of weeks.
State and local officials aren't taking any chances. Here in New York City, the mayor is advising everyone return to wearing a mask indoors.
We're telling you, get those masks back on now.
As an FDA panel meets to discuss emergency use authorization for Merck's antiviral pill, the company said it believes the drug will have similar effects against any coronavirus variant. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
And for the latest breaking developments on the Omicron variant, you want to make sure you download our KMOV News app. It is free to download in your phone's app store. News 4, watching out for your tax dollars. St. Louis County may not touch its federal COVID relief funds until next year. County Executive Dr. Sam Page wants the council to take $85 million and put it into next year's budget to offset the loss of tax income. But several council members say the county should follow the advice of accounting consultants who say that the county needs to work with departments on what the money would be spent on before approving money. Every dollar of the county's $193 million relief check needs to be related to the pandemic. Next on News 4 at noon, a St. Louis native with a record-breaking contract. Wait till you find out just how much Major League pitcher Max Scherzer will be bringing home every start. That's still ahead here on News 4 at noon. Welcome back to News 4 at noon. Cardinal fans, the Redbirds officially have a new starting pitcher. Steven Matz was introduced to the media yesterday. The left-hander reportedly signed a 4-year, $44 million deal. Matz had a pretty good year in Toronto. He won 14 games, and he's had some solid seasons before that with the New York Mets. Well, Matz is a very good pitcher, but how about the St. Louis native Max Scherzer? He is a great pitcher, a future Hall of Famer, but he will not be coming home to pitch for the Cards. The Parkway Central grad signed a 3-year, $130 million deal with the Mets. Scherzer gets $43 million per year, which is a record, and he'll get even more than that because he used to play with the Washington Nationals. The Nationals agreed to make a deferred payment to Scherzer of $15 million a year through 2027. Breaking that down, folks, Scherzer will be making $58 million per year, or nearly $2 million per start.
I hope you like temperatures in the 70s because we're going to be seeing that for one day this week. I'll show you when next.
And here is today's fun fact. On this date in 1835, Samuel Clements, later known as Mark Twain, was born to this world. What Missouri town was he born in? The answer coming up a little bit later right here on News 4 at noon. We will be right back, but first, here's today's local steals and deals.
Hey everybody, I have one of the best ideas you've ever seen. All of these beautiful carpets are machine washable. I know, it's brilliant. So number one, what's the easiest way to make your room look really good? Get a new carpet. But these are carpets that are going to look good day after day. You're not going to have to get a new one because when something gets on these, you throw them in the washing machine. This is called My Magic Carpet. And I think it should have been called My Brilliant Carpet that is everything I wish every carpet could be. Because these are going to be something that, number one, you can throw in the washing machine. All different sizes and colors and styles and shapes and textures. You can throw all of these in a washing machine. Number two, they're actually waterproof. So if something spills on it, it doesn't go to the floor underneath. And the waterproof part is inside. It's all one piece, and the bottom of it is going to keep it from moving. So you don't even have to have a carpet and then get something to put under it, and then you don't cut it right, and then it always shows. No, all one piece. Isn't that great? So one of the easiest things to do is go into your kitchen right now. Go into your living room, go into the kids' room and think, wouldn't this be beautiful with the new carpet? I have some of these in my kitchen. They've been there for forever. They still look great, and I never have to worry about them. Kids, pets, family, nothing matters. My Magic Carpet is fabulous. Right now on localsteals.com, these are all buy one, get one half off. Redo the house, baby. These are amazing.
And welcome back. Millions of Americans who are shopping for holiday gifts are competing for the best deals with tireless shoppers who are working 24/7, and it's really not a fair fight. Retail experts say that a large share of online buying is being done by automated bots, software designed to scoop up huge amounts of popular items and resell them at higher prices. And the problem has grown worse since the pandemic began. Mark Strassman reports.
Take Sony's PS5 gaming console, a hot item in this second COVID Christmas. About $500 retail, but good luck. No store seems to have one. Think of shoppers shoving each other aside in stores. Online, that stampede is invisible. Grinch bots, automated software relentlessly searching, finding, snapping up hot consumer items in nanoseconds before you can.
It's not illegal, but it's certainly unethical.
So not black market, but gray market.
Gray market, for sure.
We met Pam Murphy, the CEO of Imperva, a cybersecurity company, at their headquarters outside of San Francisco.
Here we've got an example of a bad bot trying to get through.
Imperva's customers include major retailers. They face a perfect Grinch bot storm, the pandemic, a surge in online shopping, and America's supply chain crisis.
They basically go onto retail sites and they basically scan the inventory at a rate often of more than once per second, and they effectively buy it up before the average consumer can.
And during the pandemic, bot activity on retail sites doubled. That's why online you're seeing more of this CAPTCHA command. It's a bot blocker.
Nobody gets all of them, right?
You're right, it can never be 100%.
Last Christmas, the PS5 was new. Bot traffic surged 800%. Mark Strassman, San Francisco.
A reminder that News 4 is teaming up with the St. Louis Cardinals tomorrow to make sure that all St. Louis children have a gift to open this holiday season. It's the 10th annual Cardinals Care Toy Drive. Fans can drop off new unwrapped toys or gift cards at Gate 4 at Busch Stadium. That's going to be on Wednesday, tomorrow, between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. And those who donate will get hot chocolate in a thermal mug. Meteorologist Leah Hill is here. I think that the hot chocolate is a nice touch, but I tell you what, I don't know if we necessarily needed it for the last few days. It's been fairly mild.
It's kind of like an iced coffee sort of forecast that I have, really, because the temperatures that you're going to be seeing, not today, but later this week, it's going to have you feeling like spring has returned. That's not the case, and of course, since we are entering December, it won't last. We are seeing some cloud cover. This is our Alton camera, courtesy of our BJC Skycam network. A lot of clouds out there. We had a cold front which passed through earlier today, and that is why we are seeing all of these clouds. That cold front is now down to our south, and high pressure is starting to move in. But here are the temperatures that we're seeing right now. Already we're seeing temperatures at 53 in Nashville. 54 is the current temperature here in St. Louis, and that actually is our high temperature for the day. Cloudy and cooler compared to yesterday, but now the warm-up begins, and just in time for the start of meteorological winter, which begins tomorrow. Now, meteorological winter, it's the unofficial start of this season. It is based on the calendar months, whereas the winter solstice, which you may be used to being the official start of winter, that doesn't occur until December 21st. But with tomorrow being the start of a new month and also the unofficial start of winter, it certainly won't feel like it. 63 degrees is the high temperature on December 1st. And then we advanced into Thursday, 70 degrees for the high temp. And notice the record is 75. So we're not too far off from that. Even on Friday, we are staying warm. Temperatures at 67. Now, I do want to point out one thing about Wednesday, because there is a very low chance at seeing some spotty showers that will occur early in the morning. Much of the day is going to be dry. We'll have a few clouds in the morning. The rain will not impact most people. Now, this pattern does change. We have those warmer conditions for the next 3 days, and then a stationary boundary is setting up to the north. And when it does, it's going to bring about some mild air. It won't make it south into our area, so we're not going to get a surge of cooler temperatures, but it will bring some more seasonal temperatures as we head into the weekend. So for the next 3 days, again, well above average. Thursday is the warmest day of the week and warm weather to start out the month of December. Then Saturday and Sunday, we start to see a return of more seasonal conditions. We're now at 50 degrees on Saturday, whereas the average high is 49. And then you got to watch for another spotty chance of rain that will occur Sunday night. But overall, even with these rain chances, we're going to be dry for much of the week. The rain chances that I'm watching for early Wednesday morning is so low, not going to be impacting many people. And I'm expecting that to be the case also with the rain Sunday. Just a 20% chance at seeing those showers, but it will bring some slightly cooler temperatures on Monday and breezy conditions.
What a way for December to come in and 70 popping his head up, huh?
I know. I was just thinking, I'm like, does December really start tomorrow or is it April that's starting tomorrow? We're all going to be a little confused.
Well, we're also going to like it a lot.
We'll enjoy it. Get the Christmas trees out.
Yeah, exactly. It's time. All right, Leah, thanks a lot. We'll be right back with the answer to the fun fact on this date. In 1835, Samuel Clements, who was later known as Mark Twain, was born. What Missouri town was he born in? The answer is still ahead here on News 4 at noon. Stay with us as you take a look at Drone 4. That's a shot from earlier this morning, looking south, and quite a shot. We had some beautiful shots from Drone 4 all day, and we continue it for you right here on News 4 at noon. And welcome back. Today is the last day to help honor fallen service members. And after a story that News 4 ran last week, Wreaths across America say that more people are buying wreaths, which will be left on service members' graves. Each one costs $15. Today is the deadline for sponsorships. If you want more information, you can certainly click on this story. It's inside our KMOV News app. All right, time now for the answer to your fun fact. On this date in 1835, Samuel Clements, later known as Mark Twain, was born. What Missouri town was he born in? The answer, Florida, Missouri. When he was 4 years old, Twain's family moved to Hannibal, Missouri, and that's the town that inspired the fictional town and the adventures of Tom Sawyer and the adventures of Huckleberry Finn. That is our time for now and here on News 4 at noon. We're back a little bit later for more of News 4 at 4 o'clock. Enjoy your Tuesday afternoon, everybody.
Thanks for watching KMOV News 4. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. This is your News 4 update, powered by the Bomarito Automotive Group.
Thanks for choosing News 4, everyone. I'm Maurice Drummond. Here's some stories making headlines happening today. The St. Louis Board of Aldermen will talk about a bill that will try and prevent car break-ins, like we saw a few weeks ago outside the Enterprise Center. Some of those safety measures include insurance, fencing, lighting, and security. Compared to last year, catalytic converter thefts are up 289% in St. Louis County. Car break-ins are up 10%. And while the number of stolen vehicles decreased slightly, there were still 117 vehicles stolen last month alone.
In speaking with my colleagues, we've all made efforts to try to resolve these crimes or to come to some type of curtail with what's going on. I know for St. Louis County Police Department, we're redirecting our patrols. We're varying different locations. We're increasing manpower when necessary. And we're also patrolling with a lot of unmarked cars, trying to, again, to curtail this situation.
Police believe that recent thieves have been looking for weapons, and they suggest to not leave your gun in the car. News 4, watching out for your wallet. We're starting today. Spire's natural gas rates will go up. Spire's former rate was 37 cents a therm. Under its new filing, which starts today, the price goes up to 59 cents a therm. So how much will that cost you? Well, one of our producers pulled his bills from last winter and used an average of 100 therms of natural gas for heat between December and February. That would mean his bill would go up by about $22 each month. And that's only gas usage and doesn't include taxes and fees. Time now for a check of your forecast. Here's Leah Hill.
Pleasant temperatures today. We had a front moving through earlier, and because of that, we're a couple of degrees cooler than where we were at yesterday. High temp only 54 degrees, cloudy and cooler, but we are dry. Over the next couple of days, a warming trend is what you can expect. Look at Wednesday. We'll have temperatures reaching 63 degrees, and we continue to warm things up. Even on Thursday, the high temperature is 70 degrees, and notice the record is 75, so we're not far off from that. Then also need to watch Friday. Still staying warm with temperatures in the upper 60s. Now with Wednesday, I do want to give you a heads up that there is the potential for some very spotty rain early in the morning. I don't think it'll make it as far south as the metro, but it'll just drape across our northern counties and clear out before your Wednesday morning commute. And by the time that you head out in the morning, we'll be dry and we'll start to see that warm up. Now, this warming trend that we're going to be experiencing, it all ends Friday night and Saturday as a stationary boundary will set up just to our north. It won't quite make its way through our area, but because of the position of it, it will bring about some more mild temperatures heading into the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, you can expect those temperatures to be closer to our seasonal average of 49 degrees. We'll sit at 50 degrees on Saturday. Sunday night, need to watch for another cold front to move through, bringing a very low chance at rain, but cooler temperatures and breezy conditions on Monday.
All right, Leah, thank you very much. That's your News 4 update. Remember, we're always online at KMOV.com as well as your KMOV News app. Have a good one.